Hey folks, it's the old left here, and I want to enlighten people with facts about Obamacare. Facts that both liberals and conservatives really don't see, but this is where I come in, and I'm here to clarify and clear shit up because there's a lot of disinformation out there. Our corporately owned media kind of just dumbs things down for the people. So let me start by making some good clarifications about Obamacare. The kind of thing that would put Republicans on high blood pressure mode. And I am just feeling the blood pressure of Republicans as I tell them the truth about the Affordable Health Act. Fact. The Affordable Health Act, or Obamacare, was a Republican invention. Do you know that? Fact. In 1989, a Republican think tank called the Heritage Foundation came up with their own version of health care reform, which would make it mandatory for each citizen by law to purchase their own private health insurance. It was praised as a free market alternative to socialized medicine, as if socialized medicine was a terrible thing. Really. Fact. When First Lady Hillary Clinton created and presented her health care plan as chair of the National Health Care Task Force in 1993-1994, even though it only placed limits on what private health insurance companies could not do against their clients, it was seen as socialized medicine by Republicans. Republican U.S. Congressman Newt Gingrich of Georgia, before he became Speaker later on, along with Republican U.S. Senators Chuck Grassley of Iowa and Orrin Hatch of Utah, they pushed forward with their alternative to Hillary Clare, which would, in essence, make it mandatory for each citizen to, by law, purchase their own private health insurance. Fact. In 2006, Republican Governor Mitt Romney of Massachusetts signed a bipartisan health care plan legislation into law, which would make it mandatory for each citizen by law to purchase their own private health insurance. It would be later known as Romneycare. Sounds familiar? See the continuity? Fact. In 2009 through 2010, President Barack Obama decided to use a universal health care plan that seemed to then to have the most Republican support and appeal as a method of bringing congressional Republicans and Democrats together in bipartisan kumbaya. In the same way Governor Mitt Romney brought Republicans and Democrats together in the Massachusetts legislature. With what? With making it mandatory for each citizen to, by law, to purchase their own private health insurance. Obama, however, added a public option as a half-assed piecemeal to left-wing progressives, good old-fashioned liberal Democrats desiring this common-sense single-payer national health insurance approach. You know what they do in Canada? And so it was a piecemeal. Fact. Congressional Republicans, Tea Party activists, and private health insurance companies all went into a tizzy and did an about-face and declared this plan as socialized medicine. They claimed that the point of contention was the public option. So, what happened? Obama and congressional Democrats had it removed as a way to get Republican support. When in turn Republicans voted against the health care plan they were once in support of, until a centrist Democrat with corporate ties moved into the White House and wanted to play nice with the Republicans. Yep, they were for it before they were against it. Fact. congressional Republicans and their Tea Party activists decided to bring it down on Obama by pretending to stop this health care plan. So what did they do? So it went to the U.S. Supreme Court, whereby Chief Justice John G. Roberts, who was previously appointed by George W. Bush, he was the deciding vote to keep Obamacare as constitutional. You see where this is headed, right, folks? I know I do. Fact: congressional Republicans and their activists tricked many reluctant Democrats into supporting a health care bill they fully did not agree with initially, while the Republicans got away with basically by not voting for a health care plan that they were previously for, only to follow with this pretend outrage. You know, the whole political dog and pony show. Fact: while it is true that Obama and the Democrats owns this shitty approach toward health care reform, we must never allow the Republicans to get away with it as if they were never for it. The Republican Party's just as responsible. Fact: although not having anything really to do with the subject of health care, yet it is related at the same time, I need to point out to the obvious. Barack Obama is not a socialist. He barely qualifies as a liberal. And of course, the Democratic Party is not a Labor Party. It is not a Social Democratic Party. It is not a Socialist Party. And in a way, the Democrats in this country are every bit as center-right as any conservative or Christian Democrat or any other center-right party around the world. So in other words, your 1950s Republican in the USA would fit better in today's Democrats, and which makes it clear about what the Republicans represents. This unholy trinity of neoconservatives, the Christian right, and those that southernize the Republican Party. All of this is facts, folks. And as I said, I want a single-payer system, preferably a national health service like they have in Great Britain. But I won't hold my breath to this. Anyway, I rambled on and on and on with good substance. Very enlightening. Feel free to comment, good, bad, or indifferent. We'll have a dialogue. And be sure to subscribe to this channel. YouTube.com/OldLeft. Thank you. You have a great evening. Or whatever time of day it is you're watching this video.